world. This world is a book, and those who have not travelled have read only one page. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good evening.
Different cities have different people, have different experiences. And all these differences are interesting. Some, like the ones I've had among 3 different cities in India. First up, among the 3 cities, is the financial capital of the country and the house to the largest slum in Asia, which is Mumbai. Mumbai is definitely different. Look at you guys from Bangalore. You stay in about what, 800 to 1200 square feet houses? People in Mumbai, they stay in 500 square feet houses. And if they stay in 500 square feet houses, people believe they either have black money or account in the Swiss bank. With that kind of space, you're filthy rich. And just like the people who are filthy rich, they only think about themselves and think about themselves to no end. Similarly, these Mumbaikars think about themselves and think about themselves to no end. In fact, a lot of Mumbaikars even today believe that the rest of India, along with the Times of India, gets Bombay Times and Mumbai Mirror. I don't know, how can I talk about Mumbai and not talk about the Vada Pav? This Vada Pav is very precious to Mumbaikars. It means to a Mumbaikar what football means to a Brazilian, or what a Statue of Liberty means to a New Yorker, what a camel means to an Arab. It is their identity. In fact, there is more pride oozing out of a Mumbaikar about the Vada Pav than the chutney oozing out of the Vada Pav itself. You must have seen teenagers nowadays drifting a bit. Teenagers nowadays make these heart signs like this.
Oh my God.
I'm convinced that someone in Mumbai eating a Vada Pav made this up. He must have said, oh, one is not enough for me, let me have one. And happily eating a Vada Pav, they enter the local trains. Local trains in Mumbai, they are extremely crowded. Whether people are sitting or standing, they appear as if they are stuck to each other, as if they are conjoined twins. And people there spend a lot of their life traveling in the local trains. In fact, the local train even determines how good or bad your day is going to be. So if you're surrounded by people taller than you, you're likely to have a bad day. If you're surrounded by people shorter than you, you're likely to have a good day. The difference, you might ask. The difference is whether you smell others' armpits. I'm talking about travel. Okay, this is probably unlike you, Bangaloreans and the rest of India, Mumbaikars do not calculate distances in kilometers or meters. They do so in time. For you, a distance is 3 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 100 kilometers. For a Mumbaikar, it is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. And if you don't believe me, the next time you see a Mumbaikar in Bangalore asking for distance from, say, RT Nagar to Indira Nagar, tell it to him as you would usually do, in kilometers. And then sit back, relax, and enjoy the look on his face. It is as if you have given Mr. Bean a chartered accountant's exam. They are clueless. That's the kind of look on their face. But still, I love Mumbai, Amchu Mumbai, a different city, different people, different experience. Now let's come to another city. The city of one-ways and the house to traffic jams, Bangalore. And it all starts the moment you land at the Bangalore airport. Have you heard about the word war cry? You must have heard about that. But have you heard about far cry? At Bangalore airport, there's something called as far cry. The airport is so far, far away from the city that people are almost crying and telling the pilot, sir, swalpa munde hogi sir. Sir, at least drop to Hebbal, sir. The airport is so far away, your travel time in the cab is much more than the travel time in the flight. Okay. And thankfully there are no auto drivers or autos at the Bangalore airport. These auto drivers are very annoying. They expect you to know Kannada the moment you start staying in Bangalore. It's as if, when you land in Bangalore, someone divine comes to you and says, welcome to Bangalore, you're now blessed with Kannada. No sir, it's not smell of a perfume that it comes instantly. It takes time, and for an old dog like me, it takes forever. And once you tell them that you don't know Kannada, they will ask you if you know any other South Indian languages before they check for Hindi or English. Something like this. Kannada? Say no. Telugu? No. Tamil? No. Malayalam, they don't even bother. then they ask you, Hindi English? And I get annoyed and I scream, sir, Hindi English is not one word. Hindi English are 2 different words, very different languages. Even the full stops in this language is not same. And then he screams back at me, hey, Yen Guru English. And I say, fine, sir, parvaila. Okay, now going to the kitchens in Bangalore a bit. Whether you guys cook veg or non-veg, there has to be this dish. ingredient rather, which is the curry patta. I don't know what's your fascination with the curry patta, but it almost appears on the table except for the desserts. And I foresee that day is not very far when it will make its way to the desserts as well. So you go to a wedding reception next door sometime, you'll find vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce and curry patta sprinkled over it. And the Bangaloreans will go, "This is the most complete meal I've ever had. God bless the couple." And when you go to these weddings or social gatherings, people start a conversation and they generally ask you, "Are you a South Indian?" The moment you say no, you become a North Indian. I'm not a North Indian, I'm a West Indian. "Oh yeah, you look like one, but you speak good Hindi, huh?" I said, no, sir, not like that. In India, we have South of India, then we have West of India, we have North of India, and then we have East of India. Then I realized, for the East of India, for the North of India, for the West of India, all the South Indians are Madrasis. So that's sort of a balancing act. So that's Number Bangalore. Sorry, that's Number Bangalore. A different city, different people, different experience. Now let's talk about a city between Bangalore and Bombay, which is hot, yet chilled out. Yes, I'm talking about the house of beaches and D'Souza's. I'm talking about Goa, man. So, there's something about Goa that I got to know. I was thrilled about it. Did you know that petrol in Goa is 15 rupees cheaper than it is in Bangalore? That's not all. Beer in Goa is 15 rupees cheaper than the petrol there. And then this Goans say, "Don't drink and drive, okay?" So there it goes, lazy and lovely Goa, a different city, different people, different experience. So Bombay, Bangalore, Goa, and many, many such. Just to know them is interesting, just to know them is an experience. And just like St. Augustine said, this world is a book, and those who have not traveled have read only one page. Mr. Toastmaster.